Who's craziest? Is Drake crazy for putting randomly hot sauce into his condom? Like,
No, I think Drake is actually smart. I feel like there's so many people that be like, man, they always trying to trap me. If you know that, then be smart about it. Like Tristan Thompson, for example.
you like the type of nigga that don't pull out.
I don't fault Drake for doing what he had to do.
I would have never thought about that. Why do you have hot sauce in the bathroom?
You don't have Drake money.
Why do you have hot sauce in the bathroom? Dude, if you was that scared, just flush it. All this makes me upset. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are back with another phenomenal episode of Random Ass Conversations with the illustrious Twilla Dion Lack.
You know what you do?
For the beginning of the year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know what you remind me of every time you do the title?
But without further ado, we would like to also give us a sponsor shout out to
This is not your own radio show. Can you hear me better this way?
we here on the Quad Fire. Go ahead.
You know how like on the Breakfast Club, every time DJ Envy, he's like, good morning, it's the Breakfast Club. Like, good morning, the Breakfast Club. And I'm like, is the title the Breakfast Club or good morning, the Breakfast Club? However he says it. So, like, with you adding all of that.
Breakfast Bed, good morning. The Breakfast Club, good morning.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Breakfast Club, good morning. And it's like always, he just doesn't stop at the Breakfast Club. He adds good morning.
Doing it for 11 years.
And I'm like, is that the full name of the show? So, like, you were like, another phenomenal episode.
I always say that.
You don't always say it, but I can see it becoming like, you always do the ... And I want you to know that is not the title of our show.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a warm rousing applause to none other than Twilla, in the illustrious, I might use that name and word a lot more from now on. I was titled that a couple days ago, and I can't stop using it. I thought it was in a very dark, lustful manner.
Oh my!
And I was like, "Oh, brother, you gonna call me illustrious on this Zoom call without telling the people that
You thought the root word was lust.
I heard lust.
Got it.
I said illustrious. I was like, oh, I thought you said it meant he's a little freaky son of a something.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh, let me look this up. Do you remember what it means? Okay, she don't.
I do.
But
it's like a phenomenal.
It's more like
well-known,
well-versed, does a lot, astounding, you know. Done
well-known, respected, and admired for past achievements.
Yeah.
So I feel like I hear church people say it, like when they're talking about bishops. Mm-hmm. And to my illustrious bishop.
You gotta wipe your mouth with a paper towel.
You get to have the ladies and gents, not ladies and gents. How do you say it? I haven't been to an inside of a church in a very long time. Like I forget the whole greeting.
You went.
I haven't been to a
Baptist
or Kojic
church
in a very long time, where they have the Kojic shout outs. And to the first lady, who is the fragrance of this house. I would also like to just say God is good all the time. Right now, we're going to read from the book of Genesis.
And while you guys are looking for the chapter of the word of God, I would like to give a quick shout out to my lovely first lady of my church back in Cleveland, Ohio. She couldn't make it on this trip around, but if I wouldn't make mention to her name, I don't think I would be invited back into the home that I've built brick by brick, but that's a different story.
Oh my gosh.
Lady Harriet Paradise is back home. She's actually sharing a word right now from her conference of.
Like, it takes 10 minutes to get all the greetings out.
Yeah.
And then the slowest reading of the word you'd ever heard.
No, they get into it. They talk slow right there. It's like, all right, if everyone has found their word, please say amen.
And then they go.
And then when God.
But then it'll be like, the Lord is my shepherd.
Is that right there?
I'll be like, just give me the word because I'm standing up still and I want to be seated.
Itchy feet. My feet are itching in these Stacey Adams.
I should not have worn these heels. I did not know who was preaching today. I did not know it would take this long. But yeah.
Can we all stand for the reading of what is it?
The reading of his word?
The reading of his word. So, the question is, since the LGBTQ community
I'm just hopping right into it. What are we talking about?
has giving themselves the word they, and they said God is not he or she. Could he essentially be they?
Well, if you want to get to the Greek of it.
Or the Greek.
We all know that, we're made in the likeness of his image. And that God gives us words that to describe him that we can understand. So we tend to use him because the Bible was also written by men. But we know that God says, I am who I am. And that is, I think it shows plurality. Also, when it says, in the beginning was the Word and the Word was with God. And, that whole thing of like God in three persons, and God is not just this one entity. It's bigger than all of this, all encompassing. So I think it would make sense to use they to describe God.
I think that's a nice little joke to put out somehow.
Oh, we weren't being that deep? You weren't trying to be that deep?
You could just say yes.
Oh.
But I kind of figured since that is a thing of saying God isn't a he or she. Like, well, that definitely coincides with how some people don't have a sexual orientation.
They don't use pronouns to describe themselves. They might be binary or non-binary. They might just be fluid, Or
fluid and binary is two different things, right?
Yes. Yes. Yo, it's the new year. This is the first podcast of the new year.
Yay. Why am I doing this dance?
I don't know.
That was me looking for pillows for my back.
Tell them why we're on this couch, Dion.
The reason why we're on this couch, this illustrious couch.
Well-known couch.
This well-known couch that has been used on numerous projects. My back hurt, man. I went bike riding maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and just the leaning forward did a number on my back.
You did some miles, though.
And I did 10 miles. And also I went hiking with a friend of mine's December 31st.
So that was a couple weeks ago, my friend.
So, but that was the beginning of the end.
Oh.
So, I'm sorry for showing y'all my knees.
That's that almost 40.
I turned 40 this year, y'all.
Yeah.
I turned 40.
Yeah.
I was born in 82. It don't sound like somebody who was born in 82 is turning 40.
It does, especially when you go scrolling through. When like they ask for your birth date on things, and then you have to. It's like, I gotta do another flick of the wrist to get down to where I'm going.
Cause I keep forgetting that the beginning of the century is 20 years, but also the end of the century is 20 years. Cause I'm always like, back in the 80s, I'm always thinking like we're just in 2000.
Yeah.
It was just 20 years ago.
Yeah. No. Sorry, my friend.
Yeah. I'm sad.
It's all good. But you're getting your workout in.
Yeah. And I'm getting older and wiser. I'm like wine. I do odd numbers of push-ups and sit-ups just to kind of switch it up, man. My body be using for the even numbers. They be like, oh, is he gonna do 20? Is he gonna do 50? I'm like, I'm doing 27.
That is random.
Mm-hmm.
That is so random.
Yep.
Do you have any New Year's goals? I don't think we talked about this, but did you?
Do I have?
Did you set any New Year's goals?
Yes.
Are you a New Year's person? Resolution?
Yes, I set my New Year's goals with a friend of mine on New Year's Eve. Would you like to hear the three of them?
Sure.
I bet you would. You thirsty ass person.
I mean, you offered.
I did. Okay. The first one would be I would like to lose 100 pounds this year.
Nice. And how are you doing that?
How?
Yeah.
By leaving it in the lost and found, and then not leave a number behind. And then eventually somebody say, hey, did anyone lose this 100 pounds? I'm like,
don't claim it.
Y'all should just throw that away.
That's crazy. I don't know whose that is.
I mean, from the looks at it, from the dimples and the tire love handles, it matches your skin complexion, sir. Hey, man. Come on.
I ain't never had that.
Well, you're the only black person here, sir.
That's crazy. And first of all, racism.
Give me that tape so I can flip it over because I got to run out of here. I have gone. I've gone great by eating a lot more vegetables than normal. Mm-hmm. That's my problem.
What about calories and portion?
Hey, man.
I'm just asking. It's a struggle, obviously. I'm asking you.
I'm trying to inspire the people here, man.
I'm trying to get tips and pointers.
I'm trying to inspire the people. Because somebody looking at me like, yeah, Deanne, I want to do it with you. And you asking me questions that's going to make me contradict myself. Because I got to tell the truth. You ask me, Deanne, how's your weight gain and your calorie intake? I'm doing bad, all right?
I'm just curious. I'm sorry.
It's just day 86. I'm just getting started.
Literally.
I'm just getting started. All right.
Your plan, your intent. Like, I know, like, you know, they say goals are just a list if you don't have, like, action.
A plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Also, grocery stores are assholes. They know what they're doing. Why y'all got cereal 5 boxes for $2?
You just shop around the perimeter. You don't go in those inner aisles. That's how they get you.
How they get me?
Yeah. You just go.
What about the aisles when you're paying for your food?
You don't. You skip that aisle and you do the self-pay. Yeah.
You be like, why is it the king size Snickers and Reese cups buy 16 and get 44 for free?
That's another reason I actually like shopping online, like ordering like pickup. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because it's like, if you're like, I know I need some fruit, I know I need some veggies, and I need some meat. You're not thinking about all those random. You're not gonna scroll through. It's not easily made for me to be like Oreos, ice cream. Like, I actually have to be like seeking those things. I'm not gonna fall across a deal like that.
Yeah, I fall all the time, like Alicia Keys. Secondly, I want both of our locations, LTE Studios, to both make well over $10,000 a
each
month.
Location.
Each locations over
$10,000. You hear that, Father?
Anna Labosha. And eventually have staff, and I'm no longer running the location. I'm no longer getting contact. I would definitely say, hey, I'm going to get you in contact with the property manager. Office manager.
Yes, let's get us one.
Are you talking about Studio A or Studio B? Yeah. And just kind of, train up some next generation of editors, and so I can kind of get back to what I really want to do. Staff will be
hired this year, yes. Staff will be hired this year. Okay. I wanted the people to hear that. Yeah. So start putting in your bids, editors, producers, admin assist.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking for office managers.
Yeah.
This year it's going to happen.
If you comment below and say, hey, I heard about y'all's opening, I'm like, yup, you hired. Boom. That's all I gotta say.
That's all.
That's all you guys. No credentials.
I'm gonna ask for your resume. I ain't.
No credentials. You say, hey, it was at like the 16-minute mark. You had said we were looking for office managers. Are y'all hiring? Dion said if I comment, he's gonna hire me. I'm be like, yo. And if you
gotta go through me first,
and then you come in, you be like, Dion, you said you're gonna hire me on the spot. I was like, I was drunk. And then you was like, but then I watched your video and you said you were going to say that you were drunk. Now I'm like, I'm drunk now.
Okay.
And third, you say thirdly?
Sure.
And third, I would like to stop yawning.
Yes, please.
Stop yawning. We're recording this at midnight, all right?
Midnight on the East Coast?
I would like to, what did I write down? Oh, yeah, I would like to sell 2 scripts this year. I would like to sell 2 of my final scripts. Need to do a lot of rewrites. They're both finished. Second one needs to do a little bit more work. And just, get these mugs out, man.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. What about you and your
Hold
on. I wasn't talking to you. Twilla think I'm talking about her. Yeah. What about you?
How's this working the podcast?
What about you? I'm on my Bluetooth, y'all. Sorry about that. Twilla always think I'm talking about her. Go ahead.
How did I get Bluetooth on the podcast?
Hello?
Oh, gosh.
I got a Bluetooth in my ear.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Still, hold on. She still think I'm talking about her. So you be here what time?
Yeah.
15 minutes. It's my Instacart. Go ahead.
Instacart, they be
Go ahead, Twills.
Wait. Can I talk now? So my goals are quite simple. Ooh. Drop pounds and stack paper.
Hey, simultaneously.
Yeah. Simultaneously.
That sounds like you want to be a stripper.
Listen.
That sounds like
I'm
you
going
trying
to
to be
Seychelles this year.
Stripper.
I did my budget at the top of the year, and I was like,
I ain't got it.
No, I was more like, okay, I have goals to stack this paper. If my businesses don't take off the way they supposed to,
I'm taking off these clothes.
My friend was like, I was like, hey, y'all, Seychelles and this savings challenge and just trying to get my life all together because I want to buy property next year in LA, which is a feat, but that's the goal. And I was just like, I have to find another source of income. And my friend was like, well, strippers get paid in cash. And I was like, oh, I have to report all that on taxes. Not that I would do that, but I'm just saying it's an option.
Can I dare you to do something on your Facebook?
No.
If my business don't take off, I'm gonna have to take off these clothes. That's a bar. So I can buy some property.
It's the final goal. And then Cardi was telling us, how to be successful in that. Like, do I get a butt lift, a BBL, or do I get my teeth fixed? And she said, get the BBL first. Mm-hmm. And that's going to help me.
You get your booty fixed. You ain't got to smile, but dudes be like, yo, what up, ma? You be like, and then let me wife you. You be like, whoa, okay, I guess I'll still.
If my teeth were bad, that would be an issue. I just want some Invisaligns to get it just right a little. Mm-hmm. I don't need no full on. So I can do that before the BBL.
So would you get your teeth fixed before your BBL?
I never really wanted a BBL, but if I was a stripper, yes.
Shout out to the first B. A lot of people don't get to be in Brazil. People be getting them in Miami and Colombia. Like that Brazilian butt lift has taken off. It has become the new French fries.
That's funny.
Like I don't get fries in France, but it has been pegged
so much.
Yeah, the BBL.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to, as this is our, I'm over here, I'm somebody's auntie. Not really, but kind of. Heading into 40. It's just like some things in my last year of my 30s, I just want to lock stuff up, make sure it's good, make sure it's tight as I go into the next decade. Mm-hmm. So that's where a lot of my goals are, to be healthy, live a long time. I got a Pelanope.
Mm-hmm. Please explain what that is.
I really wanted a Peloton. I said I did my budget. There wasn't that much room for all the goals I'm trying to get to spend $2,000 on a Peloton. So I got a bike off of Target.com, a Castaway bike.
Okay.
That was on sale for about $250.
Okay.
And I call it my Pelanope.
Nope.
It ain't Peloton, it's a Pelanope.
Nope.
And I've been, listen, it works.
It works?
It works.
It is.
You just use the Peloton app. You get in, you be cycling, you be getting it, your legs be burning. I don't have all the little fancy features. I can't be swiping on the screen like they do, but I still get my workout in. And also, like, I've never really done, like, spinning before. Like, I've rode bikes, but I've not done spinning. So I was like, is that a smart investment if I don't know that I'm going to like this bike like that? And my fear is, like, I'm going to have a $2,000 clothes rack. And so I was like, let's be smart. You're saving money, but you're getting fit at the same time. Right. And I've enjoyed it. I've been...
That's the whole objective.
Been working out. Then once I get my diet together, like I got Weight Watchers, so I'm able to track my calories and my intakes and my points and stuff. And do I fall off? Yes, but it's a whole... Into January, this thing gonna be great. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have it. I know it's a day-by-day process, but just trying to take care of me. My Peloton name is Bet on Twills because that's what I'm doing. I'm betting on myself, taking care of self.
Boundaries, yo.
Yes, sir.
You know what boundaries is, Twills?
This line right here between me and you. Mm-hmm. Boundaries. Respect that. Excuse me, your foot is over the boundary.
What you got on the docket today?
Oh, man. I felt like we hopped right on in it. While we're here, over the holidays... That COVID, like, there was a Marion before we broke. Mm-hmm. Omicron for the people watching. It's like, what's a Marion? And then, like, I come back literally the day I landed in LA, and it was like, the Flurona. Which is, like, instances where people have COVID and the flu. But then it was like, there's another variant in... this feels like a Marvel movie. Another variant in France called IHA. Mm-hmm. And then... I thought it was
IHU.
IHU, you're right.
I hate you.
IHU. And then the other day I was looking at it, was like Delta and Omicron now have kind of merged and there's a Deltacron. I don't know what level of Jumanji we in.
That's funny.
I've lost count.
Yeah.
But... people are out here trying to catch COVID, like the Omicron on purpose.
Yeah, just get it over with. Snatch the Band-Aid off. I'm tired of running in fear.
We know that's dumb, right?
Well, no, it's not.
Well, there's so many. It is.
If you don't have the protection.
Like.
If you don't have the protection, yes, it's dumb. But
well, the vaccine isn't 100%. Let's acknowledge that. So, like, you could still suffer from, like, it's not a bad cold. Like, you can actually have symptoms like long COVID. So
when you get it, your body is building up antibodies. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I want to get it, so my body is building up the antibodies.
Are these the people who haven't got the vaccine talking about they getting it? Or because I'd be like, just go get the vaccine. Yeah. But I know, like, it's irresponsible in the sense that you can still spread it. The majority of kids do not have COVID vaccinations.
Right.
So, like, now you're putting, like, kids at risk. Our healthcare, you don't know how it's going to impact you. So, if you do get really bad sick, Now you're going to the hospital. Yeah. You have to go to the hospital. The hospital system's already overwhelmed. Like, we're breaking records over here with the number of people in the hospitals. I know, like, my doctor's appointments here in LA just went all online. Surgeries have been, like, canceled. Like, just certain, it's feeling very early pandemic-esque right now.
Shutting down again.
We're not going to shut down, but there's certain things that they are electing to do with the healthcare system being overwhelmed that they, it's impacting certain things in life. So it's just generally a bad idea to, like, I'm going to just catch COVID and hope it ain't that bad. That's all.
No, it's not.
That is all.
I mean, it's been 2 years of ducking and dodging it.
I mean, yes, in some point in your life, you're going to get COVID. It's not going to go away. But I'm just saying, don't go out there and lick walls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to a couple parties. You'll finally get it. Yeah. Okay. Whose party is it? I don't know. Sure, I'll be there. That gives me easy access to anybody's respiratory systems.
No mask?
No mask.
Mask off.
Kissing people.
Oh, man.
Tis the season to be jolly.
And, I feel like, we knew, like, when everything shut down, we had seen early, like in China and Italy, the divorce rates in life have gone up. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we're seeing that here in the States too. And I say that because I know, like, Devon and Megan, we talked about before the holidays, but Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa are also divorcing.
Lisa Bonet?
Lisa Bonet. Denise Huxtable.
But were their relationship ever, like, admired and in public?
I think they were just really such a good looking couple. Yeah, it was definitely
I've never
public.
heard them in an
really?
interview.
Like, they were really sweet together, and, like, they had 2 kids together. Zoe called them, I think she calls him Papa Bear or something like that. Like, and with, what was it say? Like, Lenny Kravitz, they had a good friendship, like a brotherhood between Lenny and Jason. So it was like a whole not nuclear, but with blended family.
You knew nothing about their relationship.
Yes, I did.
Did they ever have an interview? Do you follow them on Instagram?
They never were, like, publicly interviewed or whatever.
That was my premise.
But you saw them, like, people admired them. Like, you saw them together. Then you'd be like, oh, they're so beautiful. They dated for a long time and then got married recently. But it's just, like, one of those, like, oh, I was really rooting for them because, Hollywood couples be falling quickly. 16 years is a long time together.
They're just beautiful people. I never saw them interview together, love each other, PDA.
Do you follow either one of them?
No, but everybody's like, oh man, what happened? It's like, I'd never thought.
I mean, like, no, they didn't have a relationship book and we were all like, let's be them, their goals. They weren't, like, putting their relationship out there. They private people. Even in their statement, they were like, we know that us breaking up isn't the most important thing of the world. So, so it's not that deep.
You follow them?
Huh?
You follow them?
Yeah.
You don't follow them.
I follow Zoe, though. Zoe Kravitz, so I kind of follow them. Idiots. And I watched that show C with Jason, so.
You don't follow these people. Anyway. What else you got?
Why are you such a hater?
Because you're creating news that is not even really news.
It is news. All the blog sites picked it up. It's news.
You had a better chance by saying, Amy Klobuchar and her husband broke up. You'd be like, what?
You can't even say her name.
Klobuchar.
Did you put a V in it?
Klobuchar. I'm from Colombia. Hispanic people can't use the V word.
Anyways, so I don't know if you saw this. There was a story going around. Actually, I sent it to you. There was a story going around about how this girl said that she was intimate with Drake. Like, I guess they met online. They hung out. He was like, let's have sex now. She was like, okay. And he used the condom. She said he was very, like, a gentleman the whole way. It's not like he forced himself on her or was like, we finna do this. And then she said that when he went to the bathroom, he disposed of the condom. When she went to go clean herself up, she was going to take the condom. Her plan was to then collect the contents of that and put it inside herself so that, she could slip up and have her a baby, have her some millions. A baby by me and be a billionaire. Is that what it is? Yep. And so she said she started burning really and yelled. Turns out that the man put, allegedly, hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm. I guess it's a spermicide so that he won't get caught up like that.
So many things to unpack here. Drake, if you are Drake, just flush your condoms.
Is that bad for the environment?
Yes. But you know what else is bad for the environment? A child that you do not want.
No, they're all God's children. They're not bad for the environment. Continue.
So the question is like who's craziest? Is Drake crazy for putting randomly hot sauce into his condom? Like he just like, I know she look like the type of girl to try to catch me with the oop to you.
No, I think Drake is actually smart. Like I feel like, okay, like Tristan Thompson, for example, should have used hot sauce if he did not want to have another kid outside.
He like the type of nigga that don't pull out. So he probably 100% did that.
But yeah, he probably did. But I feel like there's so many people that be like, so many celebrity men or men with money who are like, man, they always trying to trap me. If you know that, then be smart about it. So if that allegedly, again, this is an alleged story, but if it's true, I don't fault Drake for doing what he had to do. I think women that do that, y'all, that's illegal. That is dumb AF.
That's like saying, by any chance she forgets her toothbrush, I'm gonna put a fake toothbrush up under here and scrub the bristles with the toilet.
No, it's not the same.
It is, cause like he's like, did you bring your toothbrush? And he's like, yeah, I did. She's like, she didn't bring a toothbrush, but by any chance she tries to go in that bathroom and brush her teeth with my toothbrush, I'm going to use this fake toothbrush.
No, that's not the same.
Come
up with a better analogy.
It's one of those things of like, by any chance she tries to do something, I've already got a backup plan for that.
Yes, because one, you're not supposed to flush condoms. That's irresponsible. Two, women apparently are out here trying to get pregnant by millionaires, billionaires, people that have some type of clout, not realizing that you tied yourself with this person who you don't know for 18 plus years, all because you thought you was going to get some money out of it.
Allegedly.
And like three, like he did right by using a condom. That's a level of protection. And he knew to go even further to make sure if I don't want to have kids. Now he should have just said, he might have could have warned her and said, hey, I put hot sauce in the thing. But then that would have put her, she would have been offended. What do you mean? No, I would never. Like, why do you do that? Like, that's a whole nother conversation you don't want to have. So, I mean, and for her to, she said she yelled and they laughed about it. There's no way they laughed about it. But
so many things to unpack.
She was like, ouch, it's burning. And he just came to check and he smiled. He's like, yeah, I put hot sauce in there.
Oh, you got them right.
So you're not a fan of the hot sauce in a condom?
I would have never thought about that. Why do you have hot sauce in the bathroom?
You don't have Drake money.
Why do you have hot sauce in the bathroom?
He got hot sauce in his bag, swag. We don't question Beyonce or Hillary.
Why do you have hot sauce in your bathroom?
It's little packets.
What else you got?
What would you do in that situation? Obviously, you would flush.
Yeah.
Outside of flushing, what else? Like, if you cared about the environment outside of the flushing it.
If I knew she had the chance of doing it, I would empty the condom on toilet paper. Because once it hits air, it's obsolete.
More of that. There you go. Hey, Drake, I'm not mad at you. I just want you to know.
I'm furious at you. I'm furious.
Oh my gosh. While we're on the topics of celebrity, I think this is my last celebrity one.
Hold on. Could he get sued for that?
I think there was talk of her trying to sue, but it's like you were caught in the act of a crime. Like, that's illegal.
To put a condom inside you?
Yeah, like that's like, I don't know the term. I was gonna say kidnapping, but that ain't right.
In so many words.
It's just not right, y'all. Like, what is happening? But I guess, like, in the same world where there's, like, you know, like, I don't know if baller alert is still a thing, but, you know, like, if you were really about that life and you're really trying to meet you someone, there was always these trackers and you knew where the parties were. Like, it's a whole, I have friends who are, like, early on friends. My friends now, they don't do that. But early circles of LA friends, they were about that. Ooh, let's go so-and-so. I heard so-and-so going to be there.
This makes me upset. All this makes me upset.
Why? Why are you upset?
I don't like a woman that tries to trap a man. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah. It's out there. It's out there. That's why I'm saying. That's why I can't be mad at Drake.
I can be furious at Drake.
And mad at the women.
I can be furious because it's like, dude, if you was that scared, just flush it. It's not my toilet. I'm just gonna be like, hey man, I just had a crazy bowel movement. So your toilet got clogged up. Crazy bowel movement.
Dion doesn't care about the environment. My last thing on celebs and relationships for the day. So we know last year Kim filed for divorce. And Kanye then, like, I guess late last year, bought a house across from the street from Kim. So
allegedly.
He could be close to the kids.
Allegedly.
Apparently Kim was upset about that. And I can see why. Like, it's kind of like, I don't want to be with you, yet you're insisting that you're going to be near me. That's some crazy stuff. But I've also heard that now that she's dating Pete Davidson, they were talking about a trip going to Miami for New Year's. Then Kanye somehow ended up in Miami for New Year's, so Kim just stayed home. And then they changed the trip. I guess they were supposed to go to the DR or something. And Kanye started talking about going to the DR. So then they just secretly changed their trip to, like, the Bahamas or somewhere. And I'm like...
I love it.
And then now Ye is supposedly dating this other girl to make Kim jealous. And obviously Kim doesn't care. My question is, like, instead of being entertained by Kanye's antics, can we recognize that this ain't right? Like, this is like...
How's it not right? What is he doing wrong?
Like, that's on some stalker and manipulative level. It's like, I know you don't want to be with me, but I want to be with you, so I'm not letting you go. That is not healthy.
Leave. Remember that song?
Yes.
Blackstreet? No, baby, no.
But
baby,
she
no,
left,
baby.
and he still...
Don't leave me, girl. That whole song was a ballad.
It's okay to ask, but then just don't, like, be creeper in your actions. Like, that's manipulative. Kim can't heal if all you gonna keep popping up.
I moved on too. I got me a model too. Her name is Paris Hilton. Remember her?
Okay, cool. Go be happy. Just leave me alone. Why are you telling me about this?
I'm about to make her a billionaire.
Great.
Make her family top notch.
You joined my family and we were already top notch. I've been here for 20 years.
Because of black penis. I'm just trying to give
It wasn't yours, and I'm doing fine.
But who's the bigger artist between me and him?
It doesn't matter. You and I are not together.
And when I mean my bigger artist, I mean to my penis size. Just tell me, honest, Who's bigger? Because I looked at the tape.
Kanye.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate
Get
that.
out of here.
Oh. But can I see my kids?
And I'm about to get full custody if you keep just doing this immature stuff.
Wow. Smile in your face.
It's creepy. Let's just all admit it's creepy.
That man's in love, yo.
That's not love. That's manipulation. Yawning right on camera.
Versus what? What's supposed to do?
Suffocate with it. Keep it in. Or off camera. Nobody want to see your oval.
Have you seen Don't Look Up?
Yes.
You like it?
I love that movie. It's actually right here on the docket. I wanted to ask you about it.
You could have made it seem like it was a freestyle conversation. But keep going.
Oh, my bad. Anyway, I watched it at home with my mom and sister. I really, really enjoyed it. I know like a lot of people were like, it feels too much, like too spot on. Like it feels, and I'm like,
it better not be spot on.
Well, I mean, like the comparisons between how the politicians acted in the movie and then how the press reacts and things like that. They're like, this is too, like whatever your statement is that you're trying to make, your statement's too obvious. And I was like, but I love it because the past couple of years has felt every bit as ridiculous as these characters feel on the screen.
Yeah. I think they just really took a page out of all the people's books. And it's like, we got to make a movie of this. Donald Trump, you're this person. Banning, you're this person.
Yeah.
It was just like,
billionaires, like taking a spoof on billionaires. Kids that get there, like the Trump kids, like getting in places that they're in based on nepotism. Mm-hmm. Like Jonah Hill did a great job, and then
DJ TJ.
Yeah, we're all like, and then like where the people who were saying, "Hey, this tragedy is about to happen. Listen to us." Did everything that they can, and the world's just looking at them, or like, and everybody's making them look ridiculous.
They even said, well, we could actually break apart the meteor and then possibly sell it. And then the minerals could make us, like, who's paying for this?
Billionaires. Like, and that's billionaire companies, and everybody thought they were about to get $1 out of it.
My guy said, are we good? One of the explosions didn't happen. We good? Yeah. Uh-huh. We kind of had a contingency plan for this sort of thing. Well, how many can we have until there's no point of return? Oh, we're good. He's like, okay, we just lost 5. He said, yeah, we're good. Right back.
Who was your favorite character in that whole thing?
That guy.
What was his name? Because he reminded me of.
His name is Ryan something.
Let's look it up.
Ryan. Yeah. Hey, wait.
Mark Rylance.
Mark Violet.
Rylance played Peter Isherwell. And Peter Isherwell was supposed to be the combination of every billionaire that we currently have.
That's funny.
In the U.S. I thought Timothée Chalamet's prayer was actually really good.
I don't remember the prayer entirely.
It was just like a really like in movies that can be spoofs, like the parodies and spoofs. Sometimes when it comes to religion, they're very like almost. It almost feels blasphemous how like they treat certain religious things, but it was like from a very sincere point, like, oh, that's good, like you might need God in this moment. So I did. It's certain things I appreciate. Jonah Hill, they gave him pretty much a day just to like improv on set, and
you looked it up.
It was a whole conversation. Yeah.
How you know?
It was a discussion on one of the things.
Okay.
But so they gave him a day, and he kept he said he kept targeting people who would easily break, and Jennifer Lawrence was the one who kept easily breaking. So that when he says
breaking character, or
yeah, like, breaking character. So like when he was like, and thank you for dressing up, like little lines like that, he would just keep picking on her, and that's why they have all that chemistry going back.
I thought you were saying as in like breaking, as in like as in making their character break down. Like, I can't do this.
Oh,
like that.
No.
What else you got, Twilla?
That
was all right. I think that's enough then.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you talk some about?
Can I talk?
Yes.
Hi, y'all.
You didn't let me finish. You just interrupted.
I like Money Heist.
You did.
It's the 27th annual Critics' Choice nomination.
Real talk. This is a thing he does that aggravates me.
Yes.
See. Anyway, so about like we did some cool stuff this past weekend. Just kind of like what's down the pike creatively for Lacktoast.
Yeah. Talk to the people. What happened last Saturday? Well, Dion, I'm glad to tell you what happened last Saturday. We, in 4 years, this is our first project that Twilla and I have done together. And we put it together in 2 weeks. We had the idea a month ago or so, but we really went gun-ho over the break. Pieced a lot of things together, and we created a hip-hop trivia show.
Yeah.
That can and will be several seasons, and it's going to be it can branch off to movies, to sports, but it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of the kinks out. We figured out how to shape it, how to make it more entertaining. It's going to take a lot of producing, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if you're following me on social media, you will see a few pictures, a few slides to show how it went down. And yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Brown House and Nathan Brown and his team for just like being in partnership with us on this project. Yes. We have a lot of projects coming down the pike. And excited to work with him because he's like a younger brother to us. So, yeah, definitely had to shout him out. And also for like pushing us on this project. It's like Dion said, it's been a minute since we've done something together. Yes. And then just, he said, I want to work. Let's work. Mm-hmm. And here we are.
He was the reason why it came in fruition, because he was definitely like, we shooting? Are we still good? How we looking? I was like, all right, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
We were supposed to shoot this in December, but we had to push it like we was in labor.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like, let this get picked up. I'm gonna be like,
it will.
So when this gets picked up, I'm gonna be like, I can't work 14-hour days for somebody else right now. Because it was pretty stressful. It was, I mean, production in general is stressful, but it was like when it's your own project. Yeah. It's like at the end of the day, it feels so good. Absolutely. Versus just being drained because you spent all this time on somebody else's project that, you just paid for. That's it. Like, yeah, I get to work on cool shows in life, but it's not the same level of fulfillment.
Bars, yeah.
So it's, listen, stressful and tiring. Dion swears I snapped at him a couple of times.
100% you did. But, I know that's how we get down. It's not a secret. We get down. We have to kind of get smart and get the point across. The problem with Twilla is...
It's not a problem with me.
There's no problem.
We're going to rephrase that.
When I'm asking a question, she has to give the multiple choice answer. And then eventually, at the end of that multiple choice, it is so no. I'm like, oh my God. I had to hear 45 seconds of you,
because it wouldn't end at just no. Like, I feel like if I said no, that's gonna leave you with so many more questions. Let me just put it all out here, so I don't have to rehash this.
It's like super simple. hey, did you contact Jake that's coming in at 4 o'clock? Twilla would be like, well, we're still good on schedule. So if you give me some time, I can probably give him a heads up to ensure him that he will be here.
No, it wouldn't be like that.
Like, hush, dude.
It would be more like, if
no.
the questions about Jake, no, I would have been like, well, the thing is, we changed the schedule around some, so Jake is probably coming in around 6:45. And I will update him as soon as that's confirmed. To let you know, I didn't call him about 4 because 4 is still in flux. It might not happen.
So is it yes or no?
No.
Thank you. That's it.
But then now you're thinking I didn't do my job, whereas like I actually had lots of moving parts that I had to settle before I could do that.
I will much rather you say no because versus tap dance, tap dance, tap dance, tap dance, tap dance. And I'm like, where are we going? Because I don't know what direction emotionally I need to feel with this. And you'd be like, I'm like, so did you or not? No. Okay, cool. Now I have the mindset of she hasn't contacted that person yet.
Right. Now you have the mindset, I didn't contact that person. You're quick to react to certain things. So you'd be like, gosh, man, I'll contact him. I'm like, no, don't contact him because
this is not a real person, by the way.
It's not. This situation did not happen. But I'm upset thinking about it because I already know how he's gonna react. How you would react to that? It would make me so upset. Gosh, man, I'll contact him. Like I didn't ask you to. There's reasons I didn't contact him.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's reasons. Okay. Are you hot?
I just got frustrated. Ooh-wee.
I'm not an asshole, guys. I'm persistent. I love life.
What is your definition of not an asshole?
Like I'm a person that just give it to me. If I'm thinking of way too many things, and I'm asking you a question, like fill the room out. I was the director of this show. Everyone is kind of like downloading their thoughts, their opinions. Don't get me wrong, I did ask a lot of people for their opinions and how they feel about that. How can we shape this? How can we fix this? But just fill the room out before you start asking me questions. Like I got debriefed about so much stuff. If I'm in there directing, trying to shape, trying to edit in my head, in my head I'm like, is this important that you had to ask me right now?
That comes with the territory.
I see Nate.
You're going to have to get used to that.
Yeah, but
you're going to have to learn how to flow with that. Like,
sure,
it can be annoying.
Sure.
But even on a high dollar set, because you are that person. Like, it can filter through other people, but it's still like 5 people who answer directly to you who are going to have your ear.
All right.
So you're going to have to get used to that.
All right.
Unless you just like send everything to my assistant and my assistant knows how to get my ear. But then if you're in the middle of it, it's like, but that needed to be fixed and you didn't want to.
All right. All right, girls.
Girls? You talking to your kids?
All right, guys. Twilla as a girl. I'm going to go watch Thunder Force on Netflix. It's relevant, goofy, and exciting.
And I'm going to go on that note. Until next time, we thank you for watching and listening wherever you may watch and listen to this podcast. See you next week.
Yay. This is another random ass conversation with Twilla, ellipses, Dion Lack. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have made it this far, I appreciate you. And also, we have another podcast that's going to be showing clips of me and Chaz. We are thinking about changing the name to Lackaroni and Chaz. But as of now, it is not another damn podcast. That rhymed. Thank you guys so much